What are these things? These doors that lead to nowhere. I never gave it much thought myself, just passing them off as nothing more than fire escapes. But one day I noticed that there was no evidence of a ladder ever being attached to any of them, and that they came in all different shapes and sizes, which seemed strange. Some of the platforms in front of these doors were absolutely tiny, while others were quite spacious. The question made me so curious that I ended up asking one of my Facebook groups for input, and to say the least, the number of responses I got was downright prolific. Some people said they were widows' walks, platforms where women whose husbands had recently died could step outside for fresh air, because being seen outside on the street during a time of mourning was taboo. It was also suggested that this is a place where women could stand with a good view as they watched for their husbands returning home from war. But these two ideas seem more like old wives' tales than plausible explanations. Many respondents informed me that the doors were used as a place to beat the dust out of second-floor rugs without having to haul them up and down stairs. It was also common for the doors to be used as an escape hatch after extremely heavy Midwest snowfalls. They were also left wide open during sweltering summer months to promote maximum airflow throughout the house in the days before air conditioning. There were also instances where the house was split into two, and both upstairs and downstairs were separate residents. The doors were used as a means of getting heavy furniture and large beds into the second floor without having to deal with the claustrophobic confines of narrow staircases. Speaking of narrow staircases, they probably would have become blocked off by a fire rather quickly. So perhaps these were partially intended as fire escapes, as I originally assumed. After all, a jump from that height wouldn't be too dangerous, especially for the ladies of the time. I had discovered many of the practical uses for the doors, but I felt I hadn't yet discovered their true purpose. Hot summer nights would have been akin to torture. I read many stories about people sleeping outdoors under the stars, sometimes on their roofs, sometimes semi-communally in public parks, often on top of or inside of special attachments to their home. Known as sleeping porches, these structures came in several variations, ranging from a small ledge to a special room filled with windows. These rooms were often located on the second floor to maximize airflow. These specialized rooms could be sealed off during the non-summer months or utilized for different purposes. Architectural designs of the time show that some homes included sleeping porches, while many others were added on later. As air conditioning became increasingly common, most sleeping porches were either repurposed or removed entirely, oftentimes leaving a mysterious door to nowhere in its absence. So there you have it. Widow's walk, deep snow escape aid, oversized furniture moving tool, rug beating opening, fire escape, airflow maximizer, and sleeping porch. The uses of these mysterious doorways were as many as they were varied. Feel free to let me know in the comments if there were any other uses for these architectural oddities that I missed, or to share your own personal stories about how they were utilized in your life. And while you're at it, like the video and subscribe for more.